Welcome to this madhouse, madhouse.
The following contest is a fatal four-way match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from your darkest fears, Ruten. Ruten here is looking to really give us a show in one of his last performances. Madhouse chains in tow as well, being forced into a bit of a music change since Tommaso Ciampa left WWE for AEW, but I think you'll agree that his new theme kind of slaps. And their opponents, first from Davenport, Iowa, Seth frickin' Rollins. Seems pretty fitting that one of these opponents in one of Ruten's last matches is also somebody whose time in the Madhouse is ending soon as well. Seth Rollins' contract will not be renewed, but he can prance around in his wife's clothing a couple more times still, at least I'm sure. And his next opponent from Edinburgh, Scotland, the man of pure motivation, Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry here, again, another favourite of Shadow's, it seems, although it could just be a case of that not being the case. We're just saying it is, well, he's one of my favourites anyway, I don't care. Did we just do that clapping sync Fredders? Yes, we did. But this man of pure motivation was... his first opponent was Ruten, actually, so it is almost fitting that he is in this Fatal 4-Way as well. Definitely being renewed for Madhouse next year. But let's see what more he can do this evening. Now here's one of my favourites from last night's Rumble. Bouncy! And their opponent from Greensboro, North Carolina, Je'von Evans. What another bouncy performance this guy did at the Royal Rumble last night. Look at him bouncing even more as well. That's awesome. Let's see what this guy can do tonight. Yeah, so we've got two more interesting sort of affairs tonight involving Zelina Vega, T, and Jess Doyle as well. And whoever ends up facing Zelina. But now it's Ruten, Seth, Joe, and Je'von. Je'von wanted to show that he could get bouncy pretty much straight away, but to no avail. Must have miscalculated things as well. Ruten throwing Joe Hendry across like a ragdoll. Ruten is going to be one to fear in this matchup, I am sure. Setting up. Oh! Now here's me thinking for a moment that Ruten actually had that powerbomb reversed, but it was a bit of an interesting way of pulling it around. But right now, Ruten has pulled out a chair, and that ain't for sin. But look at that strength there from Joe Hendry as well. Well, hoisting up Je'von Evans like that, and what a follow-away slam. Right, there's a few stumps to the back. Joe Hendry really flexing himself out here as well. Double axe handle there onto the back there from Joe on the Seth, looking to floor him, but Ruten's also looking for a win tonight as well. Well, and obviously we'll stop at nothing to go for it. Ruten, of course. Oof. We're looking to go for a bear hug applied on the Seth. Joe does enough to break it up as well, but now Je'von has come in with a kendo stick and is really taking it to Joe. But here we are, Je'von taking zooms off the side from the back. Great athleticism there from the young 21-year-old. Oh! Wanting to get bouncy. Obviously didn't quite pull it off just there, and is now going for Ruten with the kendo stick. And now goes for Seth with the kendo stick. Basically, everyone has received the kendo stick to the head. Now Ruten picks up Je'von and delivers a power bomb. Seth went for the pin there on Joe, but the count breaks at 2. And these two are really going for it. I think Seth was going to be the next victim for a powerbomb, but he's managed to fight his way out of it. Oh, Je'von just floored Seth like it was nothing. Joe came in with a baseball bat, but obviously struck out. And that was pretty awesome athleticism there from Je'von Evans just to floor Ruten like that. But Seth's making him pay pretty much straight away. But one earth's got plan for Joe Hendry from that top rope, hoisting him up. Superplex. This is awesome stuff. I could not have timed that much better if I tried. I say that that was an awesome move there, and the crowd start chanting that this is awesome. They're really going for it here, but now Joe Hendry wants to deliver the frog splash to Seth. Joe managed to stop Ruten from hitting Seth Rollins with the chair. It's almost like Joe wanted to save Ruten there as well. Running foot to the face. They're delivered by Joe on the Seth as Ruten and Je'von are continuing things on the outside. But nothing untoward there with that. But right now, as we can see, oh, lots of bouncing moves there from Je'von Evans from that side of the map, but right now Joe's making his way around. Does Joe want to deliver more pain to Ruten? It would appear so. But now there is a kendo stick from Je'von, pedigree delivered by Seth on to Joe Hendry. Very interesting there. Je'von went to stop the pin there, but Ruten stopped him, and that delivers a stomp delivered by Seth onto Joe. Hendry probably would have gone for a pin there as well, but Ruten has distracted him in the sights. Nice little kick there from Seth on to Ruten there as well. And as this match continues to intensify, with heavy blows being delivered left, right and centre, it seems. I tell you guys what, like, I'm really impressed with sort of like how this is going on towards, like how this is going about as well. But we're seeing so many punches left, right and centre going on right here. So much going on. Oof. Nice little hit and a half. Here you are, Seth Rollins lining up on Je'von. Stomp. That's Je'von floored for the time being. But Seth delivered a heavy blow to the gut there from Joe Hendry. And a knee right to the face. Like, this is a real sort of like back and forth scenario going on. Right here, but it is all heading off to ringside. Ringside, there's so much going on. It's absolutely gruesome. And what's going on around here. Pedigree delivered by Seth onto Joe Hendry. As well, there's shattered kendo sticks around there. As well, for the joys and potentials. There's so many splinters going on there as well. Je'von thought about taking the bat out there, but nothing on towards there. Delivers the feet to the back of Ruten instead. Right. Oh, Seth Rollins sent into the steel steps there by Je'von. We need to see a little bit more bounce from Je'von, I feel. Although that could be done. Oh, a bit of a double team there from with Joe on Ruten. Double choke slam. There, Joe and Je'von have been busted open at some point today. Seth went for the stomp on Ruten, but I think the conflict between Je'von and Joe got in the way of things. Their kendo sticks are now just being thrown. And it's another stomp delivered by Seth Rollins onto Je'von Evans. But now Seth's going for the win. Right here with this pin. Nope. Ruten stops the count. But I think this will be the perfect time for Je'von to roll themselves to safety. Oh! Flying like nobody's business. Around there. Ruten's taking a fair beating as well. To be honest, not entirely sure how he's meant to carry on this gruesome effect of his. Right there, Je'von and Joe continue to be taking blows each. Right here as well. Seth's now busted Ruten open somehow. Somehow, this is just getting crazy now. But this is very like, I would say end to end, but it's not really like that. It doesn't really work in this sense, but it's just been so back and forth, I guess you could say. Each wrestler's having one long momentum from the next. Je'von delivering a blow there with the baseball bat and the super kick before an elbow drop on the Joe. Surely something is going to give for one of these guys. Around here has got something planned. Je'von there. Went for the OG cutter on Joe, but missed completely. Joe going for a standing ovation there as well, but pulled things off a little bit too close to both Ruten and Je'von, perhaps. Like, wasn't able to pull off the victory there as well. And then a cutter planted by Joe Hendry onto Je'von as Ruten sends Seth Rollins onto his back. Joe Hendry's now got steel steps in. Does he get in quick? He does. The count breaks at 1. Now this is really getting it tasty around here. Like, this matchup could still go anybody's way. Around here, Joe bumping into officials as well before sending Je'von on his back. Going for the pin right here. I think it was both a combination of Ruten and Seth somehow breaking up that attempt there as well. You can see how much bruising Seth has taken, but not enough to bust him open. But he's the one person that's not. We are seeing another lot of blood on the ground around here as well. I'm not sure if something needs to be taught. Lessons need to be taught. That's a massive splat. What was that? Okay, some of the larger splats are coming off of Ruten at the minute as well. This could get gruesome, or continue to get gruesome pretty quickly as well. But right now, Seth and Je'von are really giving it to each other out there. But what has Ruten got planned for Je'von? I don't think I like the looks of this one bit. Either way, that delivers a clattering. Ruten's going for the pin right here. No. 2.5. 2.5 there. So close there. Joe's making Seth slam there as well. Elbow drop there from Je'von. Surely something is going to give from one of these guys here. Ruten and Joe are really looking sluggish. Je'von's really giving it to Seth as well, but even you can see it on the mat now as well. On the outside, there is so much blood being shed from all of these competitors, it seems, or all of them except for Seth, because I don't think Seth's been busted open in this matchup, but everyone else has. He's just had a lot of bruising. But now, can Je'von get the win right here? No, Seth's broken the count up at 1, and still this match continues. Ruten went for the stomp, I think. Well, Seth went for the stomp on Ruten, I think, but Je'von breaks up that sort of thing as well. It's really going to be a question of how much longer before somebody gives. It seems cutter by Je'von. Surely that's got to work away towards it again as blood continues to shed all around the arena. Je'von's going for the pin right here. Joe Hendry stops the count by rolling into the official. But now to roll up by Seth on the Joe. Je'von breaks the count. Still, this match continues. Nice little swinging roundhouse kicks from Je'von's getting bouncy. Ruten's going for the pin. Je'von breaks the pin up at 1. This is getting absolutely crazy. Oh! What a destroyer there from Je'von, planted on the Ruten as well. Je'von floors Joe. Oh! Look at the amount of blood that's trickling off of Joe Hendry, and I'm sure there's going to some off Ruten as well. How Seth's the only one not shedding blood, I've got no idea at this point. But There goes Je'von with the baseball bat. Joe's been floored around there as well. Je'von desperate to break the count up from Seth. But here we go. Seth lining it up once again. A stomp. Surely this is what breaks it. No. Ruten breaks up the pin before the count can even start. But now you can see how heavily dented that chair is as well. Here we are, hoisting it up. Standing ovation there from Joe Hendry as well. We are seeing so much blood, so much splinters from kendo sticks, so many dents from chairs. I don't know what. Going for a run here as well. A bit of a reverse DDT there from Joe Hendry. I really don't know how much more each of these competitors can possibly give. But now Joe, I thought he was going to target Seth, but no, diving shoulder tackle onto Je'von. It was instead. Je'von's flooring Joe. Ruten's flooring Seth, but honestly, this arena tonight is an absolute sea of red. Tonight, spinning kick there from Je'von. Oh! Standing Spanish fly. That was incredible. Now Seth sends Joe back into the ring as this matchup still carries on. I'm not sure what Je'von was going for there. But didn't quite pull this off as well. But yeah, I do honestly have to think, even though we've had quite a few 5-star matches, this has to be a shout for match of the year. But now Seth's going for the pin right here. He's done it. Here is your winner, Seth frickin' Rollins. What a match. Well done, Seth. That was an absolute belter from there, but look at the amount of blood on the Madhouse mat. Fair play to Joe, Ruten and Je'von, but